Sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. It's 4 o'clock on Thursday, August 14th, 2025, and we're in the appointed time and place for the August meeting of the Bismarck Renaissance Zone Authority. I'm your chair, Jim Christensen, and we'll have Sandra call the roll to make sure we have a quorum and comply with all the new city regulations and
Jim
rules.
Christensen,
Here.
Joe Fink,
Here.
Greg Zenker,
Here.
Steve Bakken, Amelia Dahl,
Here.
Kirsten Dvorak,
Here.
Nancy Dye. Here. Kate Herzog,
Here.
John Lee, Eric Hoffer, David Whitman. Thank you.
David is here. Eric's not here. So we do have a quorum. Thank you, everybody. Under the new rules, we'll see if there's any public comment before we get into the agenda. Is there anybody here from the public wishing to comment on anything? I don't see anyone. So we'll move on to the approval of the minutes of the July 10th meeting. Any comments, questions, changes, corrections on the minutes?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor can say aye on that one.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. We'll move on to the regular agenda. Item 2A is Zimmerman's Mural at 201 East Main Avenue, and this is a downtown design review item that Daniel is going to walk us through.
Good evening, Chair Christensen, authority members. I'm filling in for Isaac this week. He is on vacation, so I will go over this one agenda item that is on your regular agenda. Mel Gordon is also here, the artist who is proposing this mural. So the technical and artistic questions she will be here to answer. I will just kind of give you a little bit of background. Okay, so the location is 201 East Main Avenue, Zimmerman's Furniture Building. The location would be the west side of the building, on the wall with a different shade of color, the cinder block wall on that side of the building. This would be a public art mural in the downtown core zoning district. So this would require downtown design review, as most of you are familiar with. There are very minimal requirements within our ordinance, and that is that if it's on an historic facade, it has to be done in such a way that would preserve that facade. This is not considered such. It would not be allowed on the front of a building, only on the sides, and so this is compliant with that. It's on the side facing the parking area. And any commercial messaging would trigger the sign requirements, and this does not have that. This is a public art mural. And so those are what we do to use to evaluate that as staff, and so the staff report does contain that evaluation, and we do believe it meets all of those things. So I can go over a little bit. In my understanding is actually the final design has not been selected yet, so we have a few options that are here, and perhaps Mel could lead us through those and what the process is and where they are at right now with selecting the design. This shows you how it would look on the building in context, and then there are a few other options there. Still working through with the owner and Odney Advertising, who this would be in honor of. And so I can leave it to Mel Gordon to go over more of those.
Mel, come on up. And please
Thanks,
introduce
Daniel.
yourself.
I'm Melissa Gordon, local artist.
Thank you.
So yeah, the two, I don't know how to scroll these, but if you look up here on the right-hand side of the screen, the Sasquatch and the one below that, the 1872 design, are the two that they sent me last night, saying that after, all the artistic fury of designing, those are the two that they plan to present to Jean on Monday at 4.
So just those two?
Just those two is what they have distilled all the ideas down to at this point in time.
And is they Odney or?
Odney, yes. It's
client?
Odney's design team are the ones that wanted to compile the design. What it is it's their 40th anniversary this year, and they wanted to donate a mural to the city of Bismarck. So both of those designs, well, all the designs actually celebrate Bismarck in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Can you enlarge
Questions?
those just a little bit so that we can see?
Daniel will do
Because
that.
those weren't in the
I'm not
packet,
touching
right?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they weren't in the
Well,
packet.
those just came out
I
last
do
night.
have photographs, if that would help.
Joe, do you have a comment or a question? Your name just came up on the screen. No? Okay. We lost the murals and we gained Joe. Now we lost everything.
It's a
So,
happy one.
questions of Melissa? Anybody? And I have a question of staff, maybe, Daniel. How much latitude or how much control does this body have over the final design
So
based on past experience?
you do have the authority to approve or not the downtown design review. However, the basis of that approval really should be the ordinance requirements, which are really those items that I mentioned, really very technical, specific items, not necessarily related to the artwork itself.
Okay. Madam Kate?
Oh, thank you,
Sorry, my mic
sir.
Mic wasn't on.
Thanks, Mel. Do you have permission to be on the other property while you're doing it from Main Avenue Partners? Because the parking lot's owned by somebody else, and then the building, Zimmerman's
Oh.
building, is a different owner. So
I did not know that.
I would just maybe, I think the building across the street owns that parking lot, and I'm sure
Okay.
they would be worth asking them just to make
They'll-
Yeah, no,
they'll figure
thank
that
you
out.
for telling me that. I had no idea. I will definitely make sure that we're okay to be there. The bank, is it the bank across the street that owns it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Main Ave, yep.
Where is there a bank across the street? Oh, I guess so, all right.
Yeah, it is.
I was thinking this is across from Butterhorn. No, okay, down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, okay.
You know a guy that used to own that park?
Yeah. Okay, a couple guys. Questions or comments for Melissa? So other than. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I've got
Oh, David,
just a
thank
couple
you.
questions. Yeah,
Weigh in.
thank you, Chair. Yeah, just, I guess, just some points of clarification more than anything. So the packet says the mural is not commercial in nature. It's being sponsored by a business, but it's not promoting that business. I think, the description was, the intent is to celebrate Bismarck. I think that all sounds great. Just the caveat that the design being presented is maybe not the final design, as far as making the determination once the design is final as to whether or not it is commercial in nature. I assume that's a staff call that can be made at that point, to just discern whether or not it is commercial in nature in the final version of it. Just wanted to raise that point and that concern. I'm not concerned, but I think it was worth asking.
So will there be any references to any commercial businesses? Whether in text or in image?
No. That's not the plan, and I made sure that they were aware of that being an ad agency. That was one of the things I said,
Sure.
it can't have words because that constitutes advertising of some sort or any imagery, so they're like, oh, no sofas? Yeah, no sofas for Zimmerman's, but
Being of somewhat an older era, I really like the two with the riverboat and the Capitol building, the previous ones, but if we have a riverboat, is that commercial because we have a commercial riverboat operation on the river? I mean,
No, because we used to have other
It's part of,
riverboats there.
it's part of the city logo.
it's a history, yeah, but that's just my opinion. I lean towards the more, but it's not up to me.
Well, I guess we're not picking the design.
Correct.
So, because I have a favorite too.
What is it? You can tell us. Doesn't matter.
Well, I like the one with the riverboat and the bike rider and the wine glass and the dogs and the Capitol and the flag
Yeah.
and the blockhouse and
Sure.
a lot going on there. But anyway, I like the idea. It's a nice way to kind of welcome people into the city.
I was gonna say the same thing. People
Yes.
coming in from the west, yeah.
Yeah, and that's, and it's not a very attractive wall, so the wall will get some love and.
yeah, the wall could definitely use a little brushing up.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
So, I think as long as there are no words, or any logo that makes it an
Commercial.
advertisement, I think it's fine with me.
About how long do you think the project will take?
So they would like to have it done by September 30th.
Okay.
And my mason guy is lined up and ready to roll. probably next week sometime, but it also depends on which one they pick. The Sasquatch one is going to take me longer than the other one is.
No doubt.
Yeah, so that one's pretty busy in lots of different colors, so, yeah.
But you have issues once the nighttime temps start dropping into the 40s, right?
Correct. So September is kind of a
Yeah.
crapshoot. It could go either way really fast and just be done for the season. So, yeah, I'm hoping to wrap everything up by mid-September, just to not roll the dice.
Okay. Any other questions? Joe, are you still with us remotely? Or did we lose Joe?
Sure am.
Oh, did you have any comments or questions?
I appreciate your opinions. Well done, group.
Okay. Well, if there's no further comments or questions of the applicant, what are your wishes? The action would be to deny or to approve and probably delegate final to the technical advisor and staff, I would guess, to make sure that it passes muster. So,
I'll make a motion to approve based on the staff recommendation with all those caveats in place.
caveats were. Further discussion? It's been moved and seconded that we approve this application. If there's no further discussion, call the roll, please, Sandra.
Authority members Zanker,
Yes.
Fink,
Yes.
Dahl,
Yes.
Dvorak,
Yes.
Guy,
Yes.
Herzog,
Yes.
Chair Christensen.
Yes, the motion carries. Thanks, Mel.
Thank you so
Good
much.
luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Any further business? This could be one of the shortest Renaissance Zone meetings in recorded history. Nice summer day. Anything further? Anybody have anything for the good of the order? Joe, do you have anything further? Since you're not here?
I do not, Chair.
Okay. If there's no objection then, and nothing further, we stand adjourned until September 11th, 2025. Thanks, everybody.